everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rishika and this channel is about the training and job of a cabin attendant. So the people who are watching my video for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any of my videos. I am getting so many suggestions and queries from different viewers from the different part of this country, but I'm so glad to know that people are really interested and really curious to know about my journey, that how I became a cabin attendant. So today I am going to share my experience with all of you because I really want you all to know that it wasn't very easy for me also to get through with the interview. So I also got disqualified so many times and I didn't know what to do next. I was so disappointed and so demotivated that I thought that I should quit this now and I should stop trying and giving interview anymore. But then there was a point when I just pushed myself and motivated myself again to do it and go for the interview, and that was the time when I got selected. First of all, I gave the interview of Vistara and I must say that was the worst performance of mine because I was so nervous. I was so nervous that I didn't know what to do, and that was the very first interview of my life. And you won't believe, then the HR, she came to me and she asked that if you want, you can join us as a ground staff, and we will be conducting the ground staff interviews very soon, so you can come and give that interview if you want, because they felt that I don't know much about cabin attendant and cabin crew job profile. So that's why they just came and asked me. I was like, I'm so sorry, I don't want to join as a ground staff. I want to be a cabin attendant, and if I join as a ground staff, I don't think I will be able to give my 100%. So I just said that, and the HR, she was like, okay, it's your call, whatever you want, you can decide. And then that day was done. After that, I went to give the interview of SpiceJet in Delhi, and then I got selected in 2 rounds of interview, and only final round of interview was left. And before the final round, I just called my father and said that I probably might get selected today because I have cleared 2 rounds of interview and this is the final round, and I have the feeling that I will get selected this time. And he was so happy, but he didn't show that, and he said, okay, let's talk after 3rd round of your interview. I said, why are you saying like that? So he was like, okay, all the best for your 3rd round, we'll talk after 3rd round of your interview. I was like, fine. Then I went for the 3rd round of interview, and there was a panel sitting there of like 4 to 5 people, and they asked me several questions, that why I want to join aviation and why I want to be a cabin crew. Or there was one more question that they asked, that what I know about SpiceJet Airlines, and I answered all the 3 questions very well, and I don't know what went wrong, but they gave me the feedback and the suggestion that, see, your smile is not looking that good just because of your tooth gap, and we don't want your smile to be spoiled just like that. So you should get the ortho treatment done first. And I was like, what was that reason? I didn't understand that. Is it really affecting my smile? I was so demotivated, and I was so shocked to know that that also can be a reason for the disqualification or for not getting selected in the interview of a cabin attendant. I went for the interview of Jet Airways, and the competition was very high. I must say there were so many candidates and very beautiful girls and very good looking boys, and they have a very good command on communication. They had a very good personality, and still you can not believe this, that there were so many people who got disqualified, and the number of candidates who got selected out of them was really very less. I don't know why that I didn't get selected over there also. But I met a lady who was ex-cabin crew of Qatar Airways. So she came from there just because her in-laws are here in India and she has a baby now, so she wants a little settled life so that she can fly from home and she can give time to her family also. So that's why she left Qatar Airways and she came here, and she was trying to get through with the interview of Indian Airlines. So then she told me that when she got selected for Qatar Airways, it was her 23rd interview. Yes, you heard it right. It was her 23rd interview. She gave 22 interviews before getting selected for Qatar Airways. And then I got to know that we should never lose hope. We should always keep trying unless and until we don't achieve what we are trying to achieve and what we want in our life. So, and you cannot believe that she had the experience of Qatar Airways. Still, she got disqualified in SpiceJet, disqualified in Jet Airways, and also disqualified in Vistara. That was what happened with me on the Jet Airways interview day. On the same day, there was an interview of Indigo ground staff. I didn't want to be a ground staff, but my mentor, she just forced me to go and give the interview of ground staff. And I was like, okay, let's give it a shot. Agar ho jayega selection, so I'll work for probably 6 to 8 months as a ground staff, and then I'll apply for the IJP, and that is in-job posting. So every airline has this option for all the ground staff personnel. जो भी लोग उसमें एज अ क्रू ज्वाइन करना चाहते हैं, उनके लिए इन जॉब पोस्टिंग का एक ऑप्शन होता है कि विद इन 6 to 8 months you can apply for that. So the first round was group discussion, and as I have told in my previous video also, that whenever the interviews have to minimize the number of candidates, they will first conduct the group discussion round and then the other rounds. So that was the first round of group discussion, and I got selected in that round. It was pretty easy. After that, there was introduction round, wherein they were calling 5 to 8 candidates in a group, and then they were asking every single candidate to introduce themselves one by one and why they want to join aviation, and also if you want to be a ground staff, then why you want to be a ground staff. So I didn't have answer to that because I always wanted to be a cabin attendant. So I was so honest, and I didn't know that should I be that much honest in an interview or not. But I just said that it doesn't matter for me if I am working as a ground staff or as a cabin attendant. Then the interviewer, the HR, he asked me that I can clearly see that you don't want to be a ground staff, then why are you here for the interview? I was like, I have given so many interviews till date as a cabin crew, and I don't know why I'm not getting selected. He said, have you ever given interview in Indigo? I said, no. He said, why didn't you give interview? Because Indigo is also a very good airline and you can be a cabin attendant in Indigo also, then why didn't you try here? I didn't have any answer to his question. I was blank. I didn't know what to say. So I guess my honesty just impressed the HR, and I got selected as a ground staff on that day in Indigo. But still, the HR said that I'm still suggesting you and I'm still offering you, if you want to give the interview of cabin crew of Indigo Airlines, you are open to go and try till the time you get your joining date. Because once you join, after that you won't be able to give another interview. So till the time you have the gap between your joining dates, you just go and try. Just give it a try, and go for the interview. I was like, wow, this person is supporting me a lot and he has so much of belief in me and he is really going out of his way to help me and to motivate me. Then why am I just sitting like that? I should go and give it a try. So I was just searching for the interview, and there was an interview in Delhi, and I just went there. I gave the interview and I got selected in 4 rounds of interview of Indigo, and that was the final round, and I was just waiting there, and I went for the final round. And so I was so confident on that day because of the boost up that I got from that HR. So I just gave the final round and I came out of the interview room. I was sitting in the lobby and the HR, she came and she was just calling out the names. I didn't know that those names were for the person who got disqualified or the people who got selected. So then I got to know that the names that she is calling out are for the people who are not selected for the interview. And there were only 6 people left there जिन लोगों का नाम उन्होंने वहाँ पर नहीं लिया था. उसके बाद में suddenly she just took the name of one more girl and she stopped. And I don't know how to explain that feeling, that what I was feeling at that point of time. I was so nervous. I didn't know कि अब मैं सिलेक्ट होंगी या नहीं होंगी, या मुझे लग रहा था कि शायद ये जो लोग सिलेक्ट नहीं हो रहे हैं उनमें कहीं मेरा नाम ना आ जाए और फिर से मैं वापस उसी फेज में, वापस उसी स्टेज में ना पहुंच जाऊं कि what is happening and why I'm not getting selected and all of that. So I was still not sure whether I am selected or not. So that's why I was not that much happy. But yes, I had that sense of, that feeling of relaxation that at least I am not disqualified here and I am one of those 5 candidates who were left in the end. So there were so many candidates. I guess there were more than 1500 candidates there, and they just shortlisted 5 candidates, and out of which I was there. Then they just called out the remaining 5 candidates and we went there, and the HR, she started explaining everything about the airline and about the procedure, and she suddenly gave the contract letter. And that was the thing, that was most unexpected thing happened to me on that day, because I didn't know कि मुझे उसी टाइम अपने हाथ में contract letter लेके जाने को मिलेगा. And then they just asked all of us that if you all are okay to go for your medicals to the next day or not. We were like, okay, we are always okay. We were waiting for this time. So all of us who got selected, we went for the medical round the next day, and everything was normal. We were fit to fly, and then I came back from Delhi. After that, I just informed that HR who selected me as a ground staff in Indigo, and I told him that, sir, I have got selected as a cabin attendant in Indigo. So he was like, oh, that's so good, and I'm so glad to know that you are joining us, and in the end you will be our family. It doesn't matter that you join us as a ground staff or as a cabin attendant. So all the best for your future. Congratulations. After that, just 1.5 months passed and we didn't receive any call or any email from the airline. I thought, what is wrong? Why we are not receiving any call for joining? And that was the moment when I got call for joining, and they said, can you join next week? I was like, yes, why not? I was desperately waiting for your call. So the flight tickets were booked by the airline, and the company cab came to pick me up at the airport, and the accommodation was also provided by the airline for 15 days, so that we can just search for our own accommodation till that time. but that feeling was so good. I was so happy at that point of time. And after that our induction program started, and after that our training also started. Training में बहुत सारी चीज़ें होती है that I will be telling you, but बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं तो थोड़ा टाइम कंज्यूमिंग है, so maybe in another video. So my training completed, and training के टाइम पे भी बहुत सारी चीज़ें ऐसी होती है, like you get relegated if you are absent just for one day, or you might get relegated because you didn't pass the examination, and the passing marks is 90%, or maybe कोई एग्ज़ाम में 80% भी होता है. So you need to really work hard and take care of your health so that you don't stay absent a single day in your training period. Training period is for 90 days. 90 days की training complete हो गई. I got graduated and I got the wings to fly. And after that again I waited so long for my AEP, and that was Aerodrome Entry Pass. I waited about 3.5 months. So in that period of 3.5 months, all my excitement and all my curiosity about the things and about what we learned in the training was getting low and low and low, because you don't want to wait whenever you are so much excited about anything. But yes, you need to be very patient, and that is the most important quality of a cabin attendant. So I was patient enough, and then suddenly, just the way I got the call for joining, similarly I got the call for AEP, that your Aerodrome Entry Pass is ready and you can come and collect it. और उसके बाद में within 2 to 3 days you will get your first flight, first FAM flight. FAM flight means familiarization flight. And I was like, okay, finally the day has come that I will be flying as a cabin attendant. Then I just went happily, just collected my AEP, and I was just waiting for my roster to get updated. So I was waiting for my roster to get updated, कि कब मेरा roster update हो और मुझे पता चले कि मेरी first flight कब है. And I got my first FAM flight. I went for the flight. I was so excited. I woke up really early in the morning. It was an early morning flight, but still, if I had to wake up at 4:30, I woke up at 3:30, 1 hour earlier, because I didn't want to get late and I wanted to look the best on my first flight. After that, I just went there, and whatever the procedure is, all that happened. I got to learn so many things on my first FAM flight and my second FAM flight. After that, जब ये दोनों FAM flight हो जाती है, तब जो आपके lead crew होते हैं, they have to decide that this particular cabin attendant is good to go or not. That means this person is ready to fly solo or not. So that time was also little difficult for me. I was thinking that I might have made some mistakes, and that might have made the lead feel that I am not still ready to fly solo. But she gave me good remarks and I was passed there also. And then I was just waiting for my solo flight. I was little nervous, but yes, I just started flying solo, and after that I just kept learning so many things, because every single day when you fly, every single day when you get to meet new people, you know that every single individual, every single passenger that comes on board has different mindset and has different nature. तो कोई पैसेंजर आपको ऐसे मिलेंगे जो बहुत ही स्वीट होंगे, बहुत सुलझे हुए होंगे, आपको वो कुछ भी नहीं बोलेंगे. कोई पैसेंजर्स ऐसे भी हो सकते हैं जो फ्रीक्वेंट फ्लायर्स होते हैं, एंड दे हैव द नॉलेज मोर दैन यू, बिकॉज वो डेली बेसिस पे फ्लाई कर रहे हैं. तो ऑब्वियसली दे नो मोस्ट ऑफ द प्रोसीजर्स, सो दे बिलीव दैट दे नो एवरीथिंग. तो उस केस में अगर आपको उनको ब्रीफ करना है या आपको उनको कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन देना है, तो दे विल बिहेव एज इफ दे नो एवरीथिंग, एंड दे वोंट बी रेडी टू लिसन एनीथिंग. They won't be ready to listen to you. But in that case, how you have to tackle those passengers, how you have to make them listen to you is a very tough job. that you need to perform on board. So there were so many things, there were so many experiences that I've had during flying, and with the fellow crew members, with the passengers, and बहुत सारे experiences हैं मतलब. But हाँ, this is how I started flying. तो बहुत टाइम ऐसा आया जब मैं बहुत demotivated feel कर रही थी, but still I somehow pushed myself and I somehow motivated myself that no, I have to do it and I have to achieve all my goals, whether by hook or by crook, and I did it. So this was all for today. Thank you so much for watching my video, and thank you so much for giving me the suggestions and all the reviews for all my videos, and I will be coming back soon with the next video. Till then, please like, share and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any of my videos. Thank you. Bye bye.